Alright. Howdy fixers. So today we're going after the AC compressor on this 95 Cadillac DeVille. And it's got the North Star engine. And if you look in there, that is what we're going after. So just stick around and then we'll keep watching what I'm going to be doing. And we're going to take this compressor out. So just give me a like, give me a subscribe if you like it. And stick around. Here we go. So we went ahead and we took the tire off. And now we're going to go ahead and take our push pins here. And this tin off here. Get a little better access to see stuff. So there it is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go and release my belt here with this 15 bolt. And then I'm going to take this cover off here. Alright. So now I got my pretty cover out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get up in here. See that bolt right there in the middle, right? Barely see it right where my finger is. Take that loose. And then I'm going to go ahead and start taking off my holding bolts for my compressor. And then hopefully this thing will wiggle out here a little bit. We might have to do some engine hoisting up a little bit in order to get this out, but if I do, I will let you know. So here we go. So now that I get my belt detention, this is off, I'll go ahead and start taking my bolts off for my AC compressor. There's one up here, one on the back side, I think another one on the very back. Stinky corn.
So we're going to get the bolts out of here in the front loose, on this side and on this side. And on this, there's a bolt in the very back of the AC compressor on the bottom. You can kind of see it in there, but you have to have your AC lines loose. So you want to make sure that your system's evacuated. You take it somewhere where they can suck the AC out so you don't get sprayed with a whole bunch of stuff and cause some issues for yourself.
Now that the bolt's loose, I'm going to try to get my connector here. You put this connector out, and then I should be able to push my compressor out this way, and hopefully it will come out. So let's see what I can do. So this is amazing. I didn't think it'd come out that easy.
Okay, alright fixers, so this is what the new compressor looks like, and you can see it looks just like the old one, except for this one doesn't have a bracket on the back like that one, so you have to take that off. So now this is out of the box. You see here it says it comes with 3 ounces of oil. I'm just going to add a little bit more because when you put this in there, you want to turn the face of the compressor right here so you can circulate some of that oil out of there so it doesn't lock up on you when you first start it up. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this beer can. You can hear the hiss. Let's see. Yeah, just a little bit because we put a vacuum on this. And I'm going to add some more oil to it. And I'm going to have to look up what kind of oil it takes. Okay, so I've found out that this takes PAG 150. So there's actually 2 different types. You can put 150 in it, you can put 46 in it. And it just depends on if you have a Harrison's type AC compressor or if you have a Denso type compressor. This is a Harrison type compressor. I'm not too sure what makes the difference, but that's what this is. So that takes 150, PAG 150. I'm going to put about another ounce in there, call that good. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lube up my seals and put my compressor back up into the car.
Alright. Okay, fixers, so I went ahead and put it back up in here, and we're just going to slide it back into place. And we're going to make sure our bolt holes lined up and get our little stud back in place. And we're going to hook our lines up after we get everything tight. Alright, so now that I got my compressor in there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop it down, go off my accumulator, because this had a hole in the seal for the compressor. So let a lot of moisture in there, which can cause your desiccant material inside your condenser to expand and blow up on you if you don't replace it, because it's got a lot of moisture in it. So we're going to replace that, take that out. Tips and tricks on this feller is that you want to have 1 bolt loose and hold just 1 bolt in, and then you want to push to get this back bolt in. You're going to have to like kind of torque it a little bit, and you might have to push up on your compressor up in order to get this bolt up here in place. It's kind of a pickle, but some know-how and a couple pry bars. Just be careful when prying on stuff because there is a sensor here and all this other stuff that can break, but you should be okay. So I'm going to drop it down, do that, then we'll do this belt. Alright, so we're up top here, and I'm going to go ahead and take this out. This is your accumulator. This is what traps moisture. And it's like a oil reservoir, so it helps oil go through the system and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pop this line loose here. I'm not sure what size these are. I usually just use a crescent and then a backup crescent. And then I'm going to take this 10 out here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pop this out of here, and then we will be done shortly. On the back here, I get this one. Sometimes they're super tight because they got like electrolysis on there. That one's not bad at all. But you're gonna have some O-rings, so you're gonna have to go ahead and replace on both sides, and they should come with your new condenser, or not condenser, I should say, accumulator. So this is surprisingly easy. So we're gonna go ahead and put a tin and pop these out, and it should be the easiest thing I've done so far. Then we're gonna pop it off, and almost there. Tap this. Oh, there we go. Pull really hard. I'll have to tap on this one up here. So that's the new one, and it's in its little rubber housing thing here. So you have these O-rings here. These O-rings need to be replaced onto your lines, and pick these off, put new ones on, and put your oil on them with a PEG 50 or 150. Put that on there. Then we're going to do a vacuum on it, because you want to do a vacuum to get all the moisture out, because being you have it open to the atmosphere, there's moisture in there, so you have to take it somewhere to put a vacuum on it so it draws all the moisture out, so you don't have your lines freeze up on you. Because if you just add stuff straight to it, you're going to have high pressure problems, or low pressure, or yeah, you're going to have high pressure problems, because you're going to have stuff freezing up on you. I also have to change the orifice tube, so I think that's it right there. So I'm going to see what I can do and get that open, and we're going to change it. Okay, so now that I got this all set up, before I go on to the other thing, I'm going to go ahead and put 6 ounces of PEG 150 in here, because this is oil reserve, so it needs oil in it. So we're going to put 6 ounces of 150. See that thing that's going up and down? That is your fixed orifice tube. So the fixed orifice tube, it takes your liquid line, and it takes all your liquid AC refrigerant and turns into a gas. So then it goes through all this, goes into your evaporator, turns into gas, gets cold, and then it comes back out this way. So that's what we got to change. Right. So in order to get this out, there's multiple tools like this. This one's seen better days, it's bent, but you put it in there and it notches in, and then you're able to pull it out. So my thing was up and down, so I'm gonna put this in like that, and then just twist it the right way, and it'll unscrew. And I think I got it. So you can see it's partially way out now. So what I did is I just got a long pair of pliers like this. You can go in there and you can pull it out. So this also doubles as a filter. And if it gets plugged up, you get high pressure. You can see some chunks in there. So our compressor was throwing some stuff in there, so I might have to do some flushing, but I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. So this is what the new one looks like, and you just follow your arrow the way it goes in, boop, just like that. So I'm gonna put some oil around my O-ring, and then I'm gonna shove it in so it won't go any further, and that's it. I'm gonna put new O-rings on my line and put it back together.